shit out of here. Get this shit on the tripod, right? It's kind of late. But better late than never. You already know. It's good, Tarzan. It's popping. Keep doing this stupid shit. It's cool, man. It's good, man. It's good, y'all. It's a little late, but depending on where you at. A lot of people that watch me from overseas anyway. So it's probably already morning or early morning in certain places right now. Yo, respect, respect. That's a fact. Salute. Shout out to the Yams, Miami. It's been a good while since I've been out there. It's one of my favorite places. Love Miami. My favorite part of Florida. Definitely Miami. South Florida in general. Miami, West Palm Beach. Orlando is cool, but it reminds me too much of like a subway in New York. Yeah, the sun is finally coming back out. This is what you call UV. That's why it's UV. UV rays, ultraviolet. Because the sun's power is you know, it could build, but it could be violent too. Because what's more violent than fire? All of the elements have building properties and destructive properties too. That's them UV rays cooking up. Been waiting for this for years for it to get real hot like this, man. Not really the muggy part with the chemtrails and, you know, all the AC. You know, I don't really use ACs and shit like that because ACs actually make everything worse outside. It's like you feeling alright inside, but once you go outside, all that hot air is getting blown out from inside your house. So I mean, yeah, if you're like a kid or some shit, you know, a child, I feel like that's the AC. You're adult and you need an AC. I just feel like that's like for pussies. Just weather the storm. That's it. That's all you gotta do. It's only like 2 months. Summer's much shorter than before, so it ain't like it's a whole 4 months, like a whole season of this shit. It's barely even 2 months we get good weather out here in New York City at least, so I don't really complain. I look forward to this shit. When the sun is out at least. Sundu, what's good? What's poppin', man? Yeah, just trying to, you know, maybe y'all be wanting me to go live here and there, so, well, not here and there all the time, but I just go here and there. Check the temperature of the folks. See how y'all feeling. what's going on. Haven't really been in the comments like that. Just been focused on getting to it, really. Dream, what's popping? This here, I just did a little something. First day back after I took yesterday off. And basically, I did like a week straight, no days off. Again, like I usually do, like I said, 7 days or better. And then I'll take some days off. I try to take at least 2 to 3 days off in between my regiments. Like if I'm doing 7 days, 10 days, 12, 14, whatever, I try to take at least 2 to 3 days off in a row. Get my body really rested and restored. Gangster, just different in the building, man. I already know you put in that pain. I just hit 500. I just hit another stack, basically. I did a stack earlier. Did a stack earlier in the park. And then I was just like, fuck it, man. I gotta do another stack. I did a stack in the park. I was just like, nah. That rest did a lot for me. Just resting. And then I had a little bit more rest today earlier too. So this afternoon, after I finished doing what I had to do, get done. So yeah, it's that time, man. Then in the morning, you already know. Right back to the legs. I'm just gonna do legs tomorrow. Legs and abs, probably like legs and sit-ups, like, you know. Start off another streak going. On these days like this, when the UV index, because I checked the UV index, the highest they say it could go is 11. So in these next 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's gonna be at 10. Usually in New York City, especially because of the skyscrapers and the chemtrails, the UV usually only goes up to like 9. They say it's 10, but I'm pretty sure it's way up. There's no scale they could measure that shit, really. I don't believe in NASA and all of that too much. But that shit is fundamental for me and my gains. And I don't even have to eat too crazy. But that sun definitely gave me the fuel. There's some viral YouTube short of a jack dude working out at the park, and he claims he does 10,000 push-ups a day. Do you think that's BS? 10,000 push-ups a day, every day. I don't know, I would have to see like the form and all of that, because somebody could do a lot of numbers and, you know, the form be kind of messed up. So you could do 10,000, you could do 20,000. That's some fucked up shit, you know. 10,000 like solid ones. I don't know. I've seen some shit before, you know. You got a lot of people who have incredible abilities and stuff. So I couldn't call cap, but I haven't seen it. I wouldn't advise doing 10,000 push-ups a day. That shit just sounds like, what happened to everything else? Like, it's just too much. Your body is just not this right here, like your chest and your abs. I mean, not your chest and your shoulders. Like, what happened to abs? What happened to legs? What happened to other shit? Like, how do you have time to do anything else? Like, how do you have time to do any push-ups? I mean, pull-ups. Pardon me. I wouldn't. I mean, if you do 10,000 push-ups a day, that's what's up for you. Whoever's trying to do something, maybe he's trying to win a push-up competition. If you want to win a push-up competition, then yeah, I would advise doing a lot of push-ups a day. But just to do it, to each his own. Me, I wouldn't do that shit. Like over 2,000 is like, what the fuck? Like your chest don't get it yet? Like it didn't get the message? Like how much fuck? Like that shit sounds stupid to me, but you know, everybody train different. Kind of, like, sort of. I know who's working for real. Who's just talking dumb shit. Yeah, salute to Just Different, man. Make sure y'all watch his shit, man. He definitely sitting in pain. And like he said, gotta keep moving, whether it's too nice to be on some stationary, like, you know, sitting up in the AC all day. It's too nice for that, man. Get outside. Yeah. That's a fact. Nigga gonna get cooked on the day of that competition from doing all of the push-ups and shit. Like, the fuck, nigga? $10,000. I'll probably say it would probably be better to do 10,000 squats, but I wouldn't even do that much of that. There's just too much other things to do. It just be some weirdos. Like, I don't know why niggas are so weird, bro. Y'all could be weird on the internet, like, cause you already know, like, certain places that have weird shit. You will get your chin, like your whole teeth slapped out your mouth. And some weird bozo, get the fuck out of here, man. What's poppin', man? So anybody entering the chat? Green room sessions, you already know. Legendary all day. Bushwick in the building. You already Bushwick. Shout out to Bushwick, man. Shout out to that side of town, the Williamsburg Bridge. Bushwick got some good food, good women, good parks out there too. Salute. The kid is back, 777. 1,000 burpees at the end of the month. That's a fact. At the end of July, because we already finished June. So y'all look out for that. Just Different got the challenge, 1,000 burpees, official burpees, not bullshit. I feel like doing 10K of anything is asking for joint issues. Yeah, joint issues. And where does those joint issues come from? It's gonna come from imbalances, muscle imbalances. By focusing on too much of one thing, that'll happen. No, but like I said, everybody trains. Everybody's like a trainer now or fitness expert. I'm still doing 500 rep pull-ups. Yeah, I still do 500 600, 700, in that range. I ain't hit a stack in a good while. And after that stack, I gotta chill for like a couple, like 2 days, or do something else. No pulls after that for like a couple days. Lats be Latin. Salute, Dimitri, salute, salute. What happened with that Muslim? Good blood or bad blood? Oh, the false prophet? Oh, you talking about Beanhead HD? Oh yeah, that's bad blood there. When you try to stop a nigga from eating and try to just, you know, shit on everything, it's gonna be bad blood. You know, and then niggas gonna make up all type of shit. You lie on niggas' name. And just spread lies and try to do all type of propaganda. It's gonna be bad blood. It's gonna be bad blood. Shout out though to the real ones, my real Muslim niggas. It's also hot in New York. Yeah, it ain't that bad though. I ain't complaining. You smoke K2. No, your mother, she was smoking K2 when she was pregnant with you. She was smoking the deuce when she was pregnant with you, Clark. Stupid bitch. Yeah. She was smoking K2 and eating dog dicks. So you got a lot of weird shit in you, boy. Loser. Fuck out of here. What happened with Beanhead HD? I don't know. He's just like a media whore. He needs like attention and views and shit like that. So he tried to use me. That's pretty much what he do with everybody. He try to use everyone for views and all of that. So that's what happened with that. Peace and love, man. Shout out to King Fire. Respect. Much love to you and yours, man. Yeah, I work too. I wish I could just stream. I'll be on here every day if I could just stream. It not work. But yeah, I gotta work. New York is the biggest plantation in America. They got us working all day and all night for just regular shit, just for the bare necessities. So, streaming, just streaming don't cut it, man. Support don't be real like that. Like I said, it be the same couple people who do really look out, which I appreciate to the fullest. But ain't no sweat. Still gotta get this real shit out. Still gotta get out there. Because, you know, if I wasn't getting blackballed and stuff like that, I probably would have just been like, fuck it. Doing the towel. But since I see that they're trying to stop this stuff from getting out, then it must be a reason. It needs to be getting out there. Salute, salute, salute. Say, yep, I know this mother who was doing every drug on earth while she was pregnant. No free will. Baby inside was later born deformed. Yep. Like a lot of the bots. Jace Miller sent you $100. That's what you writing. Where? I see that yet, Jace. Think the check bounce, bro. Bro, just started calisthenics, watching and learning from you. Is it cool to work out every day? And thanks for all your videos. Yeah, salute to you, man. I think, yeah, once you're just starting out, if you want to see progress quick, and that's just like a thing, you want to build your body up, like build your threshold up. So doing that every day is going to help you. It's going to help you get better faster. Like I said, but you got to eventually, I say like after a month or so, start taking out those rest days in between so you can start growing now. You was just building up your threshold and your strength and your muscular endurance from working out every day, being a beginner. You know, after that, then you could start really breaking shit down, really getting a good schedule. Raw liver, what the fuck? Do I look like a caveman, you idiot? These aren't even reading glasses, fool. The diet I'm on is your mama pussy. That's what I'm on. Your mama's sweet pussy and titties and breast milk. Pussy juice and fucking breast milk. Talking about raw liver. Oh man, that's the caveman diet and shit. You eating raw meat? What are you, a dog or some shit? Like you a polar bear? Man, I'll just be saying anything. Yeah, the world is a prison, you clown. It's a fucking prison planet. Duke dick worshiper. Bozo. I can give you tribes that eat raw liver. You have been lied to, my friend. Yeah. I know, I see tribes that eat a whole bunch of bullshit. I could give you tribes that eat dog meat. What that mean? Get out of here, man. You going? Bots. There's bots in here tonight, man. You too, man. That's what I mean with weirdos. See how you can't control your temper. Shut the fuck up. I'm calm as fuck. I will slap you calmly, you dumb faggot. Yeah, kick you right in your head calmly. And smile and laugh. And have a good time. Yo, Dylan, what's good, my G? You know that. Gaining, not maintaining, gaining. Better than ever. Cut the mop off the head. Cut the mop off the head. You can feel the rays of the sun really. Yeah, I like using weights. I'm a park nigga that use weights. But I don't really use them as often as I should or would like to. Because there's just so much different calisthenics movements to do. So I just be spamming those. Spam a lot of calisthenics movements. When I don't feel like doing no calisthenics, that's when I say, I'm gonna throw the dumbbells up or something today. High reps, of course, with the weights. I do 500 and better. Still high reps with the weights. Let go of the weed, man. You don't need it. The Holy Spirit is a better high. Holy Spirit. So you get high off the Holy Spirit. You ever do heavy rolls for mass? Yeah, rolls is good. Rolls is good. If you go into the gym, hit different rolls like mid, high, seated. Hit the different levels, like I said. Those is good. And then you could throw on more weight on that. So you could pull more than your body weight. It's like doing weighted pull-ups in a way. Trying to help a brother out. Appreciate it, man. I have a lot of questions about religion, though, and the Holy Spirit and all of that. Why are we paying for water? Why are we paying for water? Why are we paying for water and fruits and stuff that grows naturally and freely? Do you ever save your live videos? Yes, I do. My last one is still up. You could check it out. They're still there. I save my lives. The last like 4 or 5 ones, I ain't do nothing to them. Some videos is in the vault though, like the rooftop videos. A lot of videos I got is still in the vault. Might be a members only for those, for the real ones. Yeah, the same reason why they're fucking up the air. So you gotta get oxygen prescriptions, facts. So you gotta buy the air. Hopefully it's a revolt before that and people wake up and really hold these people accountable. Who's really trying to mess things up for everybody. If it's no revolt, then we definitely will be buying oxygen. God wants you to meditate. That's why he blur your vision. Take off the glasses. These aren't prescribed glasses, you fool. And your God is Would be weird if he would try to put somebody in pain. Like, man, why do y'all like getting on here and like try to tell people what to do? Who are you? I don't fucking know you. Get the fuck out of here, man. Don't tell me what to do. Like, because if you try to tell me what to do, if you were standing right here, I would tell you the same thing too. Then you'd probably see me, maybe I'd probably lose control of my temper. It's pretty annoying. It's like mad whiny. Fuck out of here, man. I don't know who these people are, so. Con. Somebody who would never even come up to me in person, like who would be afraid of me probably in person, and I'm not even on some menacing shit outside. I don't even be menacing, but Mr. Khan, Mr. Holy Spirit there would be petrified. Yeah, tell me, like what the fuck I need to do and this and that. He got the Holy Spirit, but he's still scared of every fucking thing. That's the age we live in. He's scared of everything, talking about the fucking Holy Spirit, you know? It's too funny, man. I feel like you have to be kind of crazy to be into that type of shit. You have to be. Everybody I know with mental illnesses is fucking religious. There's no mental illness person that's like an atheist. Somebody with mental illnesses is always into religious. Am I lying? If I'm lying, I'm flying. Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, I like jogging. I like running with my dog. Running with any dogs. I like running with the dogs. I prefer jogging or running, but I'm not into it too crazy, though. Gotta get back to the running with the weights. I run with some 8-pound ones. I used to have 5-pound ones, but I like to run with these. Hit the bridges out here in New York. It's a joke. They serve a confused evil God. Yeah, for sure. He's saying God is doing all these. God blurred my vision. Like, why wouldn't God help my? Like, why wouldn't his God blurred my vision? Why wouldn't his God help my vision? Like, if he was a good and just, kind and loving God, like, why would he do some bullshit like that? Why wouldn't he just fix the fucking problem? Like I said, these is not even prescribed. But you know, it's just people, these guys are so like weak and fucking puny. They just praying for the worst for you. Like, they just want to see you fucked up. Like, oh God, like what, this and that. Like, they just hope you have some type of issues like them. They want you to have issues like them. That's all it is. It's just projecting all these issues. I'm all right, man. Don't worry about me, homie. Worry about yourself. Because self-preservation is a part of my fucking motivation. So you ain't gotta tell me shit, fool. Don't tell another, I'm not your son. I'm not nothing like to you. So it's just like, you can't tell me nothing. Like the Kanye song. Yeah, it's always the people that don't do nothing holier than thou, man. Memphis was popping. Yeah, I already know. He goofy as hell. My morning routine, first thing I gotta do, of course, after I refresh everything, I like to do the rotations. And then whatever I'm working on in the day, it's not the same thing. Besides the rotations, most days if I forget, I'll do them most days, but maybe a day or so I'll forget. But most days, I do that. And they book, yeah, shook as fuck, and they book tell them to fear not. And they still have a heart full of fear and hatred. There's very few real ones who really live by that and who really lead that example. There's very few ones. A lot of this stuff just be a masquerade. People hide behind these things. Yeah, Hayes is one of the best strains, man. Classic. I like the old school shit, man. Said muscles bring out the worst jealousy in humans because 90% of modern humans don't have the strength mentally to gain them. Yeah, this is a very weak era that we are in right now. And I'm not just like physically, mentally, when you see all of these GLP, Ozempic, for the women, the surgery, everything. The reductions, the BBLs, the fat transfers. We got guys doing these things now too. That's why I said that's how you know it's a very weak era that we are in. More so than a generational thing. It's not really a generation, it's an era, because you have young people, old people, middle-aged people, all have this like weak mentality when it comes to this thing of taking care of themselves and just keeping up with their health and all of that. So it's a very weak time, for real. That's why you got guys getting surgery. Like I said, it's reached a certain point. You got guys getting ab surgery and arms, like all type of weird shit, man. And then the performance enhancing shit that they've been taking, that's always been around. They doing that and they doing this surgery. So it does. You're right. It does bring out jealousy. To have strength and to have power. Jealousy, fear, envy, all type of emotions, but it brings out motivation too, for the most part, and inspiration. Like even the people who don't have muscles, like some see that and they get motivated and they aspire to get that and attain that. So we got some of that too. Backwoods, yeah, those is cool. Out of town, I'll get backwoods. You have more millionaires over 35 in America than 35-year-olds and older with their abdominals showing. Yeah. You know, that's why you see the basic, like the American format for the body structure in a lot of the popular shows, like The Simpsons. You see Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin. That's like the prototype body for America. Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin. The prototype body and mentality. You know, I don't shut down certain things, you know, when it comes to Christianity. Certain things is facts. Certain things is facts when it comes to Christianity and shit. But me personally, I feel like this planet is a prison. It feels like it's a prison. Even though you got people who are rich and this and that, like you got people in prison who have all of the commissary, all of the calls, like they have their weight in prison. So that's why it's like when you tell me about this religion stuff and this supernatural stuff, I've seen things and all of that, but I don't think it's that simple where you could just put it in a book and just like, all right, that's it. This shit is like way more complicated than any of these books could even fathom. Yeah, ab surgery. A couple guys got that. French Montana, Drake, Badman Kevel. It's gotten more popular. Yeah, it can't be complied in 1 or 10 or 50 books. That's what I believe, you know. So man, just do your best. This planet is a prison. God's chosen people are the blacks of America. That's why we persecuted. DM, what's poppin'? I'm just here doing a little late live. Trying to get more active on it. Pause. You know, my peoples, they be enjoying the lives more than anything. Of course, you know, the motivational videos is there. Try to keep those going too, as much as possible. Yeah, the Bible was whitewashed and a lot of books was taken out of it too. Appreciate that. era painting the picture of white Jesus. He's really black. Catholicism, Judaism, Catholicism, my fault, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, all the same, just broken up, are all just modern, distorted retellings of Egyptian, Nubian, and African indigenous spirituality. Well, that's a little bit off, because you're right, it does come from all of that stuff, Egypt, and then before Egypt, you had Assyria and Babylon. So before Egypt got their shit from somewhere else too. So it's just like an ongoing loop of fucking bullshit. Because before Egypt, it was Assyria and Babylon. You know, Nimrod and all of that shit. Only fools get religion, culture, food, medicine, education, etc. from their colonizers. Yep. That's a fact. Basically, you can call it whatever you want. Colonizers, whatever. Once the person that hates you or dislikes you or don't want you around is feeding you, educating you, and is in charge of your entertainment, in charge of your, housing, everything else, security, you're gonna be in trouble. If that person that's in charge of all of that does not fuck with you and don't like you, you're gonna have a lot of problems. And it's gonna show on you and your family and your immediate surroundings. DM, appreciate y'all too, man. All y'all real ones, man. We all we got at the end of the day. Warrior, the creator, put something great in you. I see you got some physical got to walk in your purpose. Call on Yeshua. He will pull up and start to reveal himself. Listen, man. Listen, my bro. I appreciate you too, man. No disrespect or anything, but man, ain't nobody coming to save nobody from this prison here. This is the sentence. You got to deal with it. Ain't no escaping until you die. I'm not looking for nobody to help me do my bit. I'm just doing my bit here on this earth. That's it. You do your time, and there you go. That's what this life is. All of that other stuff, I'm good on that. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah. This thing, man, ain't nobody coming here to rescue nothing. Ain't gonna be no prison break, fella. This is maximum security. It's something over it. That's why when you see them shoot up them rockets on them spaceships, they go. What they do? They don't go. They don't just keep going straight up. They always go like that. They always swerve because there ain't no way out of this physically. DM, that's a fact. Appreciate you, man. Likewise, we definitely do carry more strength than we do see in ourselves. So when we do doubt ourselves, it's important to keep pushing it and still give our best, you know. Still on the plant-based diet, that's a fact only, you know. I'm not one of those guys in this, you know, there's a couple people, they be like they plant-based, this and that, but they be having turkey and cheese sandwiches with extra mayo, having the mayo mustache, talking about they plant-based, and they got caught eating a ham sandwich. Or got caught eating a McChicken, aka McSicken. Nigga said, how the fuck you smoking with a phone? What? I got your answer. Right there. That's how. Try to promote high repetition, and most scared of that. They want the shortcuts. Yes, they do. They want to supplement up, do a couple pumps, get a pump, just pump faking. McChildren, yeah. AKA Mc everything. That's like worse than a hot dog. Well, that a hot dog is the same thing. That's basically everything. Hot dogs, sausages, paws, like that's like everything put in. They grind up all of the leftover from different animals and then add a couple of things, more salt and stuff. There you go. And God knows what else. Burpees Giant, salute. Yeah, those Silver Surfers is pain. Train different, gain different. That's what I'm be doing, man. That's what I be doing. Things like that, and the basics, of course. The basics and certain advanced movements. Been on the other side, fam. There's another world. Anyway, bro, no one. Yeah, of course, there's another world. The free world outside of this prison planet. You're absolutely right, like I said. And you can't leave this shit physically. Like you see the NASA bullshit. Spaceships, they just, like I said, they don't go through it. They don't go up. They end up just curving right back the fuck down. Appreciate that, DM. That's a fact. The mental strength is important. You got to be mentally strong to keep your physical up, because every day you're not gonna feel like life is not perfect. So mentally you have to have endurance, mental endurance to have physical endurance to keep going. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade. You got to have a lot of mental endurance. Dating is definitely cooked. This girl, my bro just got her number in front of me. What day was that? What day was that? Was that Sunday or Saturday? Then not even a couple of days later, I seen her without her. And I just say, hey, let me see. And then she don't even remember me being there with him. This shit is crazy. They just out and about, man. Like, good luck if you find one. Because she don't even remember, like, that I remember her giving my bro, like, him back at her. And then now she, like, on me. It's crazy. Have you found as you get older, your strength stays the same or levels off? I feel you get stronger if you stay like. I feel yes, you get stronger. If your strength doesn't stay the same or maintain, I feel you get stronger strength-wise. As far as like conditioning, more so stamina, I feel is more effective when you get older, like stamina and different conditioning. But as far as strength and power and stuff, I feel like that doesn't really go anywhere too much. But I feel like things that would go down and decrease if you don't stay on it, active, pause, is the conditioning, the stamina, and things like that as you get older. Burpees giant, definitely. I just did leg raises, hybrid with the knee tucks, and that had me burning. Yeah, that compound work for the abs, and that's total body work right there. That's why I like doing core, because that hits the legs, different part of the legs, different core exercises. Definitely hits your legs. Yeah, Joey Fit. What's good, Brody? The struggle is real, man. Who's that? Relentless 804. Salute. Appreciate you. Go looking for the super chat. Gratitude. NASA can't get through the firmament which separates this world from the heaven where Yeshua sits on the right side of God. Bro, just call on him. Give him 1 week to pull up. If he does it, then you call it BS. Alright. I'm going to let you know. 1 week. I'm going to call Yeshua. And we're going to turn up. My bro, MK Pro, said Yeshua is going to is gonna smash the haters and all of that, like, and lift off the blackballing that the YouTube algorithm and AI is doing. Yeshua is gonna slap up the AI and all of that. Alright, 1 week. Facts. Natural guys need to get way more credit. That's a fact. That's the thing of the past, though. Now they don't even care if you're natural or not. You got admitted users of performance enhancers, and they just like whatever. That's why I say this is a different time. This is unbelievable to me, like, to see what has transpired. I just can't believe this is like really happening. Shit. All of this fake shit is really getting props and respected. I'm not saying that real stuff isn't, but not on the level that the fake bullshit is. Yeah, Joey Fitz, salute. Yup, that core, man. I've been neglecting that. That's the foundation right there, man. To neglect that. I'm not saying I wasn't doing it, but throughout the years, you know, trying to do competition. My training started getting fucked up when I started doing them competitions, like, not really the battles and shit, more so the competitions, like how they have the push up, pull up, and, you know, squat, dips. Because that's all, like, you know, I started to stray away from the shit that I usually do, the basics. But like I said, it gets advanced. Yeah, lost track of that, so I had to get back to the foundation. And never forget again, for real, or lose sight. Yeah, man. How do you think all this evil motherfucker been winning for so long? I don't know. That's what I say. It's a lot of stuff is questionable. There's more questions than answers. But my guy said the call on Yeshua, and in 1 week, I'm gonna notice certain things. So hold him to that. Sup, Shredda, have you been outside of the U.S.? No, I haven't. I have been to islands in the U.S. Territorially, but not outside. Got my passport, though. I'm ready, though. It's gonna get worse every year. Yep. Yes, indeed. Hybrid Mel, salute. Yup, legs and core, the foundation. Definitely. That right there makes everything better. Everything come together much better. A lot of New York City competition lately. Well, it's not lately. You know, it's always been there. It's always been there. It's always been there, but social media wasn't like how it is now. So it wasn't really exposed as like how it was as before. But the New York City competition in everything, not just the calisthenics, music, fashion, everything, because they make it so scarce when it don't gotta be. It's not that big of a city. New York has always been competitive, even in music, especially in music and entertainment and sports too, and just regular daily life. Like you see the culture, you see guys like, or people like cutting on each other or roasting each other. Like it's always been that. That's one thing I can say will never change about here. This is the biggest plantation in America. You gotta work, 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 work. And if you don't work, you suffer fucking bad. But you gotta suffer working, but you're gonna suffer even worse if you out here in a city like this and you ain't getting shit flowing. Ain't no, we have certain trees like that grow like apples, grapes, strawberries, blueberries, shit like that, tomatoes, cucumber. We got certain, but you gotta find like those things is far and in between. And in between, especially if you're in the city, you gotta really go to find those things. And then the winter is brutal as fuck. It's over 6-7 months we get winter out here. So harvesting a lot of stuff don't really come by like that too much. So Hybrid Mel, what's your best movement now? Shred, dip, pull, or push-ups? Man, I'm good on all of those right now. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna be dips though. Like dips, I'm gonna try to do like a 80, like 100. Dips is it for me. It's always been it for me. I started off doing push-ups first. Like the first exercise I really did was pull-ups. Like I said, I always remember the story never changed. That's how you know somebody is keeping it funky and 100, because the story don't change no matter how much times they say it. The first time I started doing pull-ups was on a tree. That was the first time I ever did like some type of workout while smoking. And then I started doing the push-ups more consistently. That's when I really started to see my shoulders and my chest and like my triceps, and I really started to see a difference, and people started to see a difference too, because I was skinny as fuck. But then when I hit the dips, when I started hitting the dips, I started hitting that like every day, almost every day consistently for like 6 months. As my beginning year, like 17 years old, I was doing that. So dips is gonna be always my best movement, even if I don't do them as much as the other stuff. Dips is naturally for me like a goal. These new humans like roaches, they run from sunlight. They not even human. Yeah. There's certain jobs that I've worked in, they're like, man, they be like hiding and running under the shade, and oh, I need the AC, and oh, like, man, come on, man, let your nuts hang, like, but that's city shit. I'm sure down south, like, cause down south, I've been down there, like I said, Florida and North Carolina and stuff like that. That heat is different. That heat is different, but still, for me, I like it. Except for Orlando. Orlando's kind of too, like, subway. I feel like the New York City subway out here. Like, I like Miami and like South Florida because it's closer to the beach, like closer to the water. So even if it's hot, you're still getting that good ocean breeze. Still getting a nice breeze. You're still smelling that water. Yep, but the USA is the corporation. That's the US and the USA. That's the corporation right there. What's good, Mexico? What's poppin', Mexico? I don't know. I don't watch football. I don't watch basketball. I don't watch anything except for boxing. Really, I don't. That's like what I like to watch. Even though I know that most likely is rigged too. All of the sports is rigged. Sorry to break it to y'all. I wasn't excited about no damn Knicks or NBA Finals because I know it's all rigged. But I like watching boxing though. Unfortunately, I just missed this past weekend. That was like a good card and shit. I used to watch wrestling too, so I could watch boxing. Because even though I know it's rigged, it's at least entertaining for me. The pollen was wicked this year, very wicked. I'm glad it kind of died down a bit. But yeah, it was like I put my phone down in the park, hybrid mouth, and it looked like fucking dust, like mad dust on the shit from pollen in not even 10 minutes. Soul 999. Yep. That's good right there. That's good energy and good iron and all of that stuff. Thanks for reminding me. I gotta get some of that to put in my shake, my sea moss. I'm about to get some this week. I haven't been really making no shakes in the last 2 weeks. Just drinking more water. Did Beast teach you Lord Vital? He definitely showed me. And Lord Vital, JR from EIB Juice. You know, I learned stuff from them. We haven't really worked out like a lot of times too crazy, but the times that I was around and see them working, every time I was around, took in all of the gems. Was fortunate enough to take in some gems and really learn how to get to this beast mode shit and turn it up. Anna, how you doing? It's always good to see you, Anna. I'm glad you could join us. I'm not too bad at all. It's nice and sunny. Still warm, even at night. Not nice and sunny right now, but you know, during the day and stuff, like all week it's been sunny. It's supposed to be sunny, so I usually get good vibes off of that alone. Do you still listen? Airplane, Poland, shout out to Poland too. Do you still listen to Max B? Not really his new stuff. I think I damn near think he's a clone. That he's so fucking whack now. Like, I listen to some of his old stuff. Like, and sometimes I don't even be in the mood to listen to some of his old stuff because he got me so mad with this bullshit he been dropping since he been out, and this weird style that he's been having. Like, I don't know who that is. The real Max B would never get fake tea. The real Max B would never wear bell bottoms and be down with these weird fashions. The real Max B would set trends, not follow them. So I don't know who that is. The real Max B had flows, had harmonies, had nice beats, hooks. Real Max B flows was popping. That's a fact. Anna always shows love. That's a fact. Always appreciate it, Anna. She's always in the chat, always getting shit going, getting them likes up, getting the responses, greeting people. What more can you ask for? Everybody appreciate Anna, not just me. What's up with these calisthenics dudes copying your style, Brody? With the gold teeth and dreads. I see you had to cut the dreads off. Yeah, it wasn't really because of nobody else that I cut it off. It was just more for me. Like, the dreads it was like a cloud of shit. That mop on my head collected been through a lot of fucked up shit. A lot of too much bad stuff. And that's the thing about dreads, it's like it just stores. So when I cut that shit, I tell you, I just feel so much stronger. Like, I just had that mentality, you know, and I'm not knocking it for people who do got it, because I still know people with their dreads and all that too. But for me personally, I feel stronger, faster, lighter, everything without it much. Just better. I just say that's probably one of the best things I ever did in my life. I can say that's one of the best things personally for me. After I did that, after doing a lot of things, I know I felt good, but definitely felt good after that, like real good. Thank you, Adna. I appreciate it. You know, I try to go live and give y'all some game because they trying to lead y'all astray. They're trying to send y'all somewhere else. If you look at these guys who's doing it. Long live sativa, that's a fact. Long live the haze. I'm not gonna be smoking forever, but I'm gonna just enjoy it while I am. Sports are rigged. It's the big circus designed to keep us distracted from what's really going on. Just like ancient Rome and the Colosseum, different eras, same playbook. That's a fact. Nothing has changed about that. Boxing is only half rigged though, because one punch and someone is sleeping with the fishes. Yeah, it could go left, but some people are gonna make sure. That's why I feel like sometimes people be getting into trouble, if they do get into trouble in these industries and stuff, when they don't follow what they're told to do, and they give them like a punishment. Just like Buju Banton. What happened to Buju Banton? What you mean with him? Who's that? Breon? Bugatti. Adna's asking. Bugatti. Yo. Bugatti, come here. Come here. Bugatti is good, man. Come here, boy. He was just taking a little nap. Give me a ball. Give me a ball. Oh, shut up. Anna was asking about you. He was just taking a nap. But he always ready to go. Once he hear those keys, or if he think I'm going outside, he wake up right out of his sleep. Say, all right, that's enough. It's time to hit the road. It's my boy, man. It's my good boy, man. That's how many generations right there? That's 5 generations right there, man. Right there, my boy. He was trying to clown Big Daddy Kane. Yeah, he bugging, man. Why is he bugging? Because Big Daddy Kane influenced the niggas that influenced him. He said his name is Max Bigavell because he's Biggie, Pac, and Jig all in one. Big Daddy Kane influenced all of them. Biggie, Jay-Z, and Tupac. All of them fucked with Big Daddy Kane or looked up to him. But yeah, Max B been. It's looking like Jim Jones is looking like Jimmy won that one. Like right now, it looks like Jimmy's winning to me. Like Jimmy's still in shape. Like Max, like you gotta get it together, man. You gotta holler at the boy Shred, man. Max, holler at me, man. Let's do a 30-day. Not French though, because I don't want to get sacrificed. Like French is weird. Like I want to keep that motherfucker away from me with his ab implant ass nigga. That's why I say like Max B is around weird shit. He around French Montana. French Montana's a weirdo. Nigga gonna get ab surgery is a fucking weirdo. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. You a weird motherfucker. Like, so he around that type of shit. And then Diddy was humping on him. I just can't, Nah. Jim Jones right now looking like he got the upper hand to me. Like he stayed true to whatever he was doing. Even though he's an agent, like his name is Jim Jones. Like, if you know about history, you know who Jim Jones is and was. A manipulator, like he was a cult manipulator, master manipulator. You know, he used religion to do some bad things, which just happens most of the times throughout history. All of the crusades and the bloodshed. It's heavier than gangbang and these religion shit. You know, all of them. Catholic, Christian, Muslim, all of them. It's been messy. I'm glad it is a pleasure for you too, Anna. Love is always real. Uju Bantan is a real one too. Good God of my salvation, shine you light upon this generation. Yeah, Buju, he got some real pain, man. Definitely. Understanding on collecting energy. Yup. Feel that they trying to bite your style. That dude, they call him Semi. He be lying about his weight. Yo, y'all gotta chill, man. Semi always, I don't see Semi as a biter because he always pay homage. Feel me? It's the ones who don't pay homage. I can't call a nigga who pay homage biting. It's the ones who don't. Esau, good looking. 99999, good looking. Definitely appreciate the support. It's all for the cause, bro. Yup, no weight holding you down as far as when it comes to the hair and stuff. I know I'm all over the place. I'm just going through the comments. It's like more rapid fire. The ones that I like to, that I think is the most interested comments and questions. So Hybrid Smell, he said the no weight holding you down. As far as the hair goes, back to that shit. Yeah, like, man, I used to wake up and my neck paws would be feeling crazy, man, because my hair was down to the middle of my back. And even when I had my turban on and I wrapped it up, it's still it's still a lot of it's too much, man. After that, I had hair all my fucking life. That's why when people tell me, yo, why you cut your hair and this and that, man, I had hair when I was like, but I didn't get a haircut until probably like 3, 4 years. So I had a big afro and shit. Like probably like 2 years old. I got a picture. I had that, like, I ain't want my hair. I wanted braids since, like, I always loved hair. I always had hair. For the most part. It was a couple years I had the little fade going, getting back to that. But then even after that, I had what they do it now, which I hate that style. The fade braids or the fade dreads. I feel that shit is so stupid. It's like, even if you like, when I had that style, the fade braids, I call it, it was because my mom, she was saying some bullshit, like, I don't know, about doing my whole hair or some shit, I don't know. She was just saying, like, nah, basically. And she was the only one that used to braid my hair. So she used to cut my sides and only had the top on my shit. I'm just like, man, this is some bullshit. Even back then, like, I was saying, man, this shit sucked. But I still, like I said, I always loved hair. So I said, I'll deal with that just because. She told me, I forgot the reason, but I just always hated that shit. I was like, man, give me the full shit. So now when I see this trending, it just pisses me off, because like I always hated having that shit as a kid. So I see niggas like really rocking this shit like it's popping. I'm just like, nah, my nigga. Y'all niggas need one of those, like right on the side of your head and the back of your head for rocking that stupid shit, man. Cut that shit off or grow the rest out, man. But to each his own. That's just my opinion. It's just funny to me that I see this shit trending now. Crazy. You look 10 years younger now with the look cut too. Yeah, exactly. I was looking like, yeah, just like, not saying looking older is a bad thing, but when you looking like older at certain times, it is like, it ain't good. And like it's gonna affect how you feel and all of that shit. So, and then yeah, all of the young bitches like not underage like certain niggas like doing like not dumb, like we ain't like dumb niggas over there. Not underage girl. I'm talking about legal fucking girl, like telling me like, oh, like you don't look your age, like type shit. So it's definitely a better move, man. Anybody contemplating, do it. I'm telling you. I wish I would have did it. Let me see, 2021. I feel like that was the peak of my like locks and shit. Like I cut some locks out. It was like it was doing a lot of crazy shit. So it got like, I just fucking with it, and I fucked it up like 2021. I would say that's when I should have shaved that shit, but I still was holding on. Yo, bro, do you fuck with 90s hip hop? Yeah, of course, man. Of course, man. Especially how shit is today. Not saying that I still find good stuff today, but not as much as how it was before. Cars had long dreads, for real. Yeah, that's a fact. Shout out to Elso for that one. That was a historic super chat right there. Elso 999 always showing love too. So for a good minute. I recognize who's who. It's all good, also. Whatever, it'll convert into whatever. You feel me? What's thoughts on Tartaria? You mean the ancient lands outside of this? I don't know. I don't go too far. I don't go too far, man. As far as Tartaria goes. Yep, Anna, you said hello to Bugatti. Yep, just catching through the chat. Check it through. I know I'm probably kind of late. How many dogs you got? I only got my boy Bugatti right now. His sister and his mother is up the block from me. Are you in prison? Everyone is on this planet, sir. Mr. Bib Blast Media. Whatever media. Bro, you do calisthenics. Yep. That's the foundation. Yeah, he said, oh, he going back. I'm just catching up to this comment. MK Pro said, did you feel different when you cut your hair? Because dreads are coiled, they store energy and work as antennas, as to the energy field, one of our superpowers. Exactly why it could become, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, it could mess you up. It could become deficient for you because it's an antenna, because it's an energy field, because it stores so much. You're storing 5G. It's easier to scramble you. It's easier to disrupt your shit now because they know about the power of hair and having antennas and this and that. And you know, like I said, I don't want to have antennas because I see shit like cockroaches and shit. They have antennas and I ain't no damn cockroach. You feel me? Even though my antennas, we got different ways to connect that you don't see. So it don't just gotta be the physical hair. But like you said, it does play a part because it's coiled and stuff. So it does store things, like I said earlier too. So it's storing 5G waves, all these different frequencies. You know, they're using direct energy weapons. DEW, Google that. Direct energy weapons, smart dust. It's storing all of this shit. Like, all of this shit is just getting stored in your dreads. Chemtrails. You can't wash this shit out because it's stored in your shit. You see? So this right here was more so a military like tactic because I know what's going on. Mac MK Pro, I'm glad you said that because people need to know. Like that's what I always thought of. Like, man, they spraying all of this shit, all of this dust, pollen, this, this all getting stored. So it's like your whole shit is like a whole different frequency now. Yeah, Max definitely got to collab with me. Kevin Gates the GOAT? I don't think so. Yeah, ab surgery is crazy work. No respect for a grown man with implants. Yep, that's crazy. You a rapper, bro? I'm not a rapper, but I do like to make songs. Some people, they be asking me like for verses and shit. I used to rap. I used to be a rapper, you could say. I don't really focus on that right now because that industry is different, especially now with the streaming and all of that shit. Now that industry is crazy. Couldn't get the reach that I wanted to in that, so I said, nah. The message that I wanted to get out through music, couldn't get it out through that route. So I figured, nah. But it's like, it's something for me to do. It's like an outlet for me to do. Sometimes I like to write to certain things. If I hear something and I'm just in the mood, but I wouldn't say I am writing. I wouldn't take that away from the real rappers, like who really do that. Like Lloyd Banks, Ransom, my dude Mystery, my bro Rilla, like guys like that. They like really rappers. BBL Drizzy type shit, yeah, that type. KRS-One, he got some shit, but he's a part of a certain club, like all of the celebrities and all of the people. All of these celebrities we used to like are weird now, bro. It is what it is. Yeah, it's a different world. I think artificial intelligence is conscious. Yeah, I think so. Gotta be. That's why it's growing. Yeah, they trying to wild on bro, like, I don't know why they, trying to start shit up. Jim Jones scammed them people, took them to the Caribbean and poisoned them. Then the rapper used the name. Yeah, that was always weird to me. What is some advice you tell a young male in his early 20s about dealing with heartbreak and first love? It's rough. Zav1, I don't know how you pronounce your name. I'm just gonna say Zav1. Will tell you, man, like I used to tell one of my old bitches, that y'all, not you, but I used to tell her that y'all, or these, when I used to talk about her and her friends, are not my grandfather's hoes. Meaning that they don't have as much empathy. And they're not looking for love or any of that shit, really. They're just looking for whatever they can to get out of you. Whether it's energy, money, status. I mean, it's been like that, but now it's more like that than anything. So I would say use that heartbreak as motivation and get your shit right if it ain't right already. And if it is right already, get it better. Just use that shit to be better, do better, and you'll get something better if that's what you're looking for. If that's what you think you need, it will get to you as long as you focus on that. But as far as focusing on, oh, is she gonna come back and why she don't love me and blah blah blah, like, man, fuck all that, bro. Like, use that as motivation. Shit on her. Fuck that bitch, nigga. Get on your shit. Level up, man. That's the best advice I could give you for that. Level up. If you gotta be alone for a little bit until you find something better, don't just try to go, you know. That's what you gotta do. Just focus on you and yours, and the best will come. Nah, I'm not Muslim. Give myself own haircuts since COVID. Shaved my beard since. Post visionary, what's poppin'? What's good, man? How many meals a day you take? 2 to max. 2 max. Almost every day, not every day. I've been slowing down. Shit. Joey Fitz said you can relate with the fade cut. Shit, you already know. Spending 50 every 3 weeks ain't it. Had to learn how to cut myself during COVID. Been running with it since. Yeah, that's a fact. You a real one. You a survivor. You adjusted. Post visionary. You adjusted. You made it happen. That's how the real ones do. Jay-Z rocking the afro now, man. So I ain't even I ain't even listen to that shit, man. Like, what? Nigga, you took your dreads out? Feel like that's just not it. I ain't really listened to Jay-Z since like American Gangster, if you remember that album. When they came out with the movie American Gangster, Denzel Washington movie. And yeah, he had to be on some fabrication shit because like nobody care about like that shit. That shit ain't popping no more, fam. Like, yeah, after the Black album, that was it for Jay-Z. For me personally, like I felt like he been whack as fuck since. Like just dragging. Like, bro, get the fuck out the way, my nigga. Like, that's one of them old niggas that's in the way. Get out the way, bro. Jay-Z, 50, get the fuck out the way, bro. Y'all niggas shit is not popping no more. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Flatbush in New York. Brooklyn, Flatbush. Do you feel dreams are alternate versions of yourself in the multiverse or just psychological debris? I think it is something more deeper than just psychological debris. I feel like it is something like that, like a multiverse type of thing. Something deeper than what they telling us for sure. Did I keep my locks? Nah, I threw them shits out, man. I don't like to keep garbage. That's just something I don't do, man. Like I don't like to collect garbage, you know. I don't see why the point of me keeping them for. I'm not gonna do any implant type shit like and read like I'm good on here for a little bit, man. Well, I do that in the garbage, bro. Probably, if not the next day. I could say I held on to it for a couple days, but I definitely threw that shit out. Yes, sir. People need to lock in on your monthly programs. That's a fact. Also, I know you got right a couple times with those, man. Salute. So speak on staying consistent after injury, aches and pains to rebuild strength. Yeah, you got to take it, especially if you was at a certain level. This is something I've dealt with. Like, this was the last like crazy injury I had. The hand was opened up. One of these fucking idiots said it was just a little injury. Like, nigga, this is like, if you know martial arts, when you fuck with a nigga thumb, you could put him down. You could fucking make him defenseless. Like, if you know about grip and stuff and know about how veins run. So I got hit pretty bad over here by one of the dogs, man. I still love him though. And this was like a big hole in my hand. That shit was a hole. He damn near took my thumb off and hit a major artery, because a major artery runs by that. So that I had to take off at least 2 months. I mean, it was probably like 2.5 months where I could barely even hold anything, like, because you know the thumb, that's a part of your grip to hold shit. So but after that, I just came back and I just started doing light push and pull. Light push and pull, like pyramids and ladder sets consistently. And then eventually I was able to work my way back in. And you got, like I said, it's about mental endurance too. Like, not accepting defeat. It may seem hard and discouraging because you're not as strong. You definitely lose a lot of strength, you lose a lot of endurance and stuff like that. So it's gonna mess with you mentally, but you just gotta understand that this is just a part of the process. You eventually gonna regain that stuff if you just stick to the program. That's what I'm gonna say on injuries, bro. What's your thoughts on Ray Kurzweil and his prediction that humans will cheat death by 2045 via mind uploading and digital immortality? Cheat death or go into a deeper prison? Now you really fuck if they got your ass uploaded on some shit and they could just press a button and fuck with you and freeze you, or like, or send or put you somewhere like in a loop, even deeper loop than we are in now. I feel like, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I know that's the goal. It's the so-called cheat death, but that doesn't seem like cheating death to me. Being uploaded into digital or immortality, that sounds like a hell, or a form of hell. So Tartarians were the advanced black people, a nation of kings who were running the world in Europe and built all those advanced old buildings with the crazy architecture. Yeah, I paid attention to the old buildings, the old churches, old stuff. Now you look at how the architecture on them, and how the carvings, that shit is like, what technology was that? They don't make stuff like that no more. These buildings, especially out here in the city, look like shit, and they're lopsided too. You could even see You don't even need a tool to see that the measurements are off, and it's not really the best architecture right now. Too much money in hip hop now. The vultures is taking a big part of it now, but not to go in too much here. Once money get into certain thing and it becomes a business, it basically starts losing some of the realness out of it. It becomes more commercial and trying to be nice and, clean and I guess clean, fake clean to sell to everybody. Yeah, Gangstar was lit too. Good vibes all day. Bad mind status was popping. Alright, MK Pro, I'm gonna take your word on that. Yo, bro, what's the most weight you recommend on a muscle up? What you mean as far as trying to do weighted muscle ups? Also, I'm not sure I understand your question. The most weight I would recommend on a muscle up? I don't know, I feel like if you could do a 45-pound muscle up, then do that. If you could do 50, like try to max out. Because that's like a functional thing right there. That's like a survival movement right there. So if you could do muscle up with something heavy, it's like you good to go. Did you like the movie Sinners? No, I did not. I did not like that movie. Yeah. Jay definitely not hitting the same, man. Hybrid Mel. I ain't like Sinners though. That's the movie they came out with. And everybody was just hyping up like it was. I ain't really like it like that. I'm not saying it was mad like whack like the scary movie that just came out. Salute to Paris, France, the peoples out there. I know it's crazy out there in Europe right now too. It's crazy all over the world. The world is on fire right now. One album with him and his wife. Wow. Blueprint 2. Yeah. Favorite movie? Favorite movie? No, I guess the first Matrix. I never get tired of watching the first Matrix. That's definitely one of my favorites. The first Matrix. I like the Raid 2, the Raid Part 1. That movie is crazy. You ever seen The Raid? That shit is crazy. I like a lot of 90s movies too, like Juice. Juice is one of my favorite movies too, with Tupac and Samuel L. Jackson, and other people. Mental endurance, not accepting defeat. That's a fact, Joey Fit. That's mental endurance right there, not accepting defeat. Anna asks, do you remember your dreams, Master Shredda? Not all the time. Because I have a lot of dreams that, like, in one night. Like, some people only have one dream and then they wake up. It's hard for me to remember certain dreams because I'm just, like, all over in that dream world, yo. So it'll be like one dream, another dream. So I just probably remember certain things, but not all the time. Yup, your mind's sharp, so just a matter of time to get back after injury, yup. Because you already know you're not gonna get discouraged because you know it's just temporary. That little weakness that you're going through is eventually gonna get strengthened. The dream world is the spiritual realm. Our bodies are attached by a silver cord, so we return to our bodies when we wake. This is where God plants messages into our souls, wants us and guides us. Shit. I mean, that's deep, but I don't know if it's just that, because I had some crazy dreams. You know, I ain't gonna go too deep in it. But yeah, I love it when I remember a good dream. Yeah. I love it when I remember a good dream, and not the bad ones. But the bad ones is messages too, so I don't love it, but I am grateful that I remember those ones too. Bicep tendonitis. Man, you got to... I've never heard of that. I feel like things, itis, that's inflammation. Like, you know, from the great Dr. Sabi. Itis is inflammation. So, I would say the first thing you should try to do is check what you're eating. You need some anti-inflammatory type food in your system. Vitamin C, zinc, things like that. That's good for the inflammation. Nikola Tesla, free electricity, pretty much, you know. Con Edison, he stole his shit. And pretty much made like a monopoly off of that whole energy. Con Edison. They did Nikola Tesla dirty. Matrix is my favorite film too, brother. Yeah, that's a powerful one right there. I saw that, and I saw that like 1999 when it came out. It came out at night right before the new book, like, you know, the rituals started happening. The heavy rituals, World Trade Center, you know, Papa Bush, the Bush family, the Bush crime family, you know. New York ain't never been the same since. So I say, I know, I really want to, I'm not too religious, but I know there's certain spiritual shit going on. 9/11. You saw faces in the smoke, and the situation is not the same. So-called schizophrenia and all of these mental illnesses have risen like tenfold, 100-fold since that shit. Because whatever was in those things that made them towers come down was some type of that. I'm pretty sure that was a chemical attack on all of us. So all of us have been altered in the whole fucking probably damn near America. Shit, that was ground. That was something else. I wasn't just on fucking planes. Everybody going crazy and everybody catching turbo cancers. That was like the news. That was like the biggest shit since, I ain't gonna say a lot of people. Like, yeah, I feel like it is like Hiroshima and Nagasaki combined from the fallout from 2001 from the people I know that died from cancer. I can't even count on two hands in New York and New Jersey, and from different ages and stuff like that. And then, like I said, the energy and everything has just gone off. Like, a different energy before that happened. Like, the weather, everything has been off since that shit happened. And people just forget about it. I don't know, that's unforgettable. Like, it wasn't just a physical thing that was missing when them buildings went down. Like, something else left. Like, I felt like something else left, got here when them buildings came down. And Matrix came out right before that. So I feel like there's no coincidences. The hybrid mount, the raid, like, yeah, that type of shit. Like, it really shows you about corruption and stuff, even though it's like more of an action movie and a karate martial arts flick. It just exposes a lot of different things. It's just mad raw. It looked like a 90s movie, like The Raid, and I think that came out in like 2000, like late 2000s. And but that shit is just more like mad raw. What fruits did you eat today, Master Shredda? Today I only had, what I had today? I don't think I got any fruits today. Tomorrow maybe. Today I just had like grains, like lentils and mushrooms, pretty much. I didn't really have any fruits today. But tomorrow I'm gonna definitely get some watermelon, some apricots. Those, I like apricots a lot. Cherries. I'm going heavy on the fruits this week, especially in these few days when the weather is like crazy like this, when it's hot like that. That's when I like to eat fruits, because it like cool you down and it give you energy too. And detoxes your body, everything. Will you keep getting tatted? It's a few more that I definitely want to get. One of the dogs, my boy Bugatti's great grandmother, I want to get her tatted. Yeah, I already know, Anna, you I know how it is. You said it's the same for you too, right? The Matrix tells us how this world works, but you got to know how to read the secrets in the movie. You got to be unplugged to really get it. Not everyone sees that movie the same. Yeah, that's why it's like every couple years I go back and watch that shit. Certain movies, I just don't forget about how in this time we have now, it's like a microwave and just On to the next, on to the next. Forget about that. Like how the music is. Like they don't really play things, too much things from back then. They just keep you waiting for the next, the next, the next. You know. So certain movies like The Matrix, I like to go back and look at that. And then you just pick up certain things every time. I'm trying to think of another movie. It's a lot. If you ever seen another movie called Transparency, Minority Report, I like movies like those. Demolition Man, Escape from New York, and like I like the gangster films too because this government and everything, the church and all of these, you know, like the King of New York. I ain't gonna lie, Menace to Society. That's one of my favorite. Like I go back and watch that. They be trying to put stuff in those some of those movies too. I'm not saying I glorify that shit, but I remember watching that movie when I was in a certain place and at a certain time in my life. And I could say that movie helped me get through a moment. Do you think the world is flat? I don't know what the world is. I know the world ain't what NASA say it is. That's what I think. I think it's not what NASA say it is. That's what I think the world is. Because then, when I say it's flat, they're going to say, oh, he this and that. No, let me just get straight to the point. A better point than whether it's flat or round. Why the fuck are they lying? That's the point. No, NASA is lying. You know NASA is lying. Nah, 69, 68, salute. I know the world is not what NASA says it is. And this guy who that the world is yours, 72, 74, said, I mean like an injury to the bicep or the elbow. It hurts like when I do pull-ups. Well, I would say try to do a different variation. Like try to do chin-ups or try to do like the, neutral grip. Try to do different variations. I think that'll help you out. And then you can also do the rows on the bar, the inverted rows. That's a slept on move right there. And I try to tell people the game. They wonder why. Like, damn, why my shit ain't usually don't have my life. Because you're neglecting the gems. The inverted pull-ups or Australian pull-ups, they call them. You should try doing those too. Until your elbow and bicep get better or strengthens. That's the best advice I could give you for that. Feel very joyful and at peace, Master Shredda. That's good, Adam. I wish everybody felt like that too. But they don't have that inside of them to really tap in. So that's unfortunate. Fight Club predicted the 9/11 shit also. It's a lot of movies that predicted 9/11. Even the Super Mario, the first Super Mario Bros. That came out in 1993 or 92 or 91, that shit predicted it too. A lot of movies, a lot of albums, everything. Zeitgeist is, watch the Zeitgeist. I saw that. Every time I watch The Matrix, it hits different. I see it with a different set of eyes. The more you evolve, you see the movie deeper. That's a fact. What's going on with this? Yeah, my battery's good. I don't know. Something just happened to this, like, because it's getting too real, man. They hear this shit that I'm talking about. They start playing with the connection and all. And they see that we on certain topics. Bro, what's your high protein vegetables? A high protein vegetable? I don't think I really go to vegetables for protein. I would say for protein, if I'm going to be technical, I'm not really looking for protein in certain things. Like, I don't really look for protein, but I can tell you things that have protein. Sunflower seeds. That's the best thing you could, if you want to get protein, like in a plant base, you could really max out with those because it's a good quantity. I could get like 1,000, 1,100, like a good amount of calories, like 900, 1,000 calories and like 90 grams of protein, like a lot of protein in just like a small bag of sunflower seeds. That's a better option, I feel like, as far as that with vegetables. I feel like vegetables is better for more so fiber and certain minerals and vitamins, especially vitamin E and like for your skin and things like that. Vegetables is good for your digestive system too. For your bones, because they got iron in, like I said, the minerals, they got different things that's good for you, like watercress, callaloo. Those are some of my favorite ones I like to go to. All hail to the originator. Salute Nas 69. 68. Salute, my G. What do you recommend for lower back pain? Lower back pain, definitely it could stem from a lot of different things. Like your hamstrings could be tight. For me, that's usually what it is with lower back pain. It's usually the hamstrings, your issue. So if it's tight, it's gonna pull on the muscles on your lower back. So I try to stretch those. That's what lower back pain be with me a lot of times. Escape from New York, Minority Report is another one of my favorites. Have you seen Total Recall? I have to go back and watch that. That's with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Is that what? I know they made a remake, because they made a remake of pretty much all of them shits. Demolition Man. The new RoboCop was alright. I missed that when it came out. It came out like in 2014, 2015. I ain't see it when it came out, so I had watched that. I felt like they had put some. I gotta watch that shit again. I seen this guy say that most women are NPCs. They not into stuff that matters. They just followers. Yeah, women are targeted because they are more emotionally centered than logically. Women and children are targeted the most. So yeah, I can see. I had a woman that I called a sheep before. She definitely was a damn sheep. So I called it like I saw it. But that's just their makeup and stuff. Like, they more together, like hive, like. Do you fuck with Jordan Peele movies? They are. They give you like a different kind of look at certain things. You said zinc is better than protein before. Yeah, zinc is good. I feel like zinc because, like I said, that's energy right there, and that's immunity. Immunity. So not being sick. It's hard to do shit if you're sick. It's hard to be effective if you got mucus and everything clogging up your system. Dates are also great. That's a fact. I put dates in all of my shakes, and I'll eat them too. But I definitely like to put those in my shakes. Built like a tank. Respect. Salute. Matrix movie is a Freemasonry initiation. It talks about different dimensions. Yeah. I feel like even as a part of the movie where he said that the machines, like when he showed them the real world and stuff, when he went into the Matrix, it's a part of the movie where Morpheus, you see the sky is all like fucked up with looking like some crazy looking chemtrail shit. And he said like they tried to block the sun out because they thought that the sun was powering the machines. So they did some dumb shit, like they just said like niggas tweaked. Idiocracy is another one too that I slept on. I missed that one, but I just watched recently this year, Idiocracy. I ain't realized that was so like potent. Idiocracy is like real as hell. When you look at the presidents that they put in, that they give us, and the candidates, or the lack of, that they give us. Good evening or good morning, depending on where you at. It seems dumb, but really, escape is a stage of mind before dying. Like, don't follow anything, but only your intuition. Yep. You gotta know, some people don't have that. Some people can only follow what they're told to do or what they see. like monkey see, monkey do. Do you think there is more truth in movies or books? I mean, certain books that you find, there's gonna be a lot of truth in that. I feel like you could put more in a book than in a movie. A movie is only maybe a couple hours. So I would say more in books, but they put a lot of it in movies and in animes too. That's why I love animes. I always love animes, man. It's at Canal Street. No, I didn't get these from Canal Street, bro. You got them too? That's what's up. I don't get nothing off of Canal Street, bro. They beating them in the head. They buy it. That's what the tourists and the green ones, the people that's still green who don't get it, like they get in charge like a crazy price for a product that ain't it. What's your take on vegan diet with protein, tofu, lentil, beans, mixing, and carbs? Not really tofu. Sunchild 98. The vegan diet for protein, like I said before, I don't know, because I'm just catching up to this. So I told you before about like the sunflower seeds, cashews too, walnuts, things like that. You get those glasses through Temu. Nah, I got your sister though through Temu. She was real cheap. Sister was on there. Show to no one, salute, yup. That motivation. Did people ever tell you you work out too much? What you say to that? Not really. Truman Show is another gem as far as movies. That's a fact. The Truman Show, that's another one. Other movies do I recommend? What's another one? Another one, oh yeah, the newer 007s, the newer ones. With that guy, the new guy they got. The newer 007s, not the one with the other dude. When they changed this guy. When they started it like from 2006, all of those ones. All of those 007s from 2006 until the last one that came out. Each and every one of those shits. Try to rewatch those shits too. They definitely put a lot of shit in there. comedies, yeah, the truth is in those two. I feel like in the stand-up, but yeah, more definitely in the animes for sure. I wish they would have came out with another season, like finish that Berserk season, man, and go back to the 1997 style. Berserk 1997. Even though Baki is like Baki, that's one of my favorites too. I like that one. The new season they just had Demon Slayer, shit like that. Demon Slayer was fire. Always looking forward to those. I used to watch Dragon Ball Z. I don't really fuck with the Super like that too much. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that's another fire one. That's what I've been on lately. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That anime is fire. Shredda, you listen to AZ? Yep. Not really like how I used to. I gotta listen to his new. I know he dropped a new album, so I'm gonna check that out. I am 53 years old, working out for nearly 5 years, watching your workout, following you, doing most of the exercise you do, but in less volume. I eat a lot of carbs and protein, but I ain't looking lean. You eat a lot of carbs and protein. That's why you're not looking lean, bro. You gotta get more fiber in, definitely more fiber. Definitely more iron, phosphorus, magnesium, calcium. Like these are the things that chisel your body up, lean your body out, make you more dense. You've been there many times. They've been recycling in us. With our suffering on earth, we are feeding the machines, entities, and God. Yeah, that's what it seems like. A loop. Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas. I'll say out of those, Nas is probably the best out of those three. What does a weekly split look like for you training? How often? So, enjoy Jackson. Weekly split is too complicated to really. It changes every week. Yeah, calisthenics. Yeah, I'm out here in Houston, Texas. I just ran 4 miles before, but I drank electrolytes before. Yeah, you got to. Or your body will cramp up. You won't make it through the run. Yeah. There you go. You got to watch this documentary film called Aerial Phenomenon. Alien ship crash landed into a school. Kids talk about it and tell the story, a real event. I watch all the James Bonds. Yeah, definitely fire. Nah, 69, 68. I'm mostly alkaline, but I'm like with the time and awareness, what the fuck I'm there in the city. Next step is to be self-sufficient at any means, for real. The city is not the place to be when this shit starts really getting messy. The city and the smart cities that they trying to build everything that's why you're seeing all of this, smart that, and people aren't really getting overall smarter. Like that, you got people that's smart as a collective, no, but everything is smart. Smartphone, TV, smart watch, smart car, smart home. Yeah, the home is your house. Like it's picking up, like it's telling how much energy and reading and scanning every fucking thing and collecting data. Nas is the best storyteller ever. Is he? He's definitely up there. That's one thing I liked about Biggie. The way he told stories. I kind of like how he told stories. This summer heat is no joke, you're right. Yep, UV, ultraviolet rays. It's ultraviolet. Hot. That's fire. That's what fire is. Fire is violet. Do you genuinely feel New York rappers are better than Southern rappers, or are you biased? Nah, I'm not biased. I really think South got some good guys, but as far as I don't think nowhere, no coast got the caliber of rappers that New York had. Not knocking no coast or none of that shit. But I think New York rappers definitely made a crazy mark. Smart cities is the perfected jail. That's a fact. South they got some good people, but as far as impact and everything too, well, I don't know. Maybe it's just the sound, like I like the type of sound that I like. Cause this is like Gotham and shit. I don't know. The South, they got good shit too, man. I just like feel like New York rappers, like how you got different aspects of storytelling, just a different type of delivery. Delivery is the thing for me with the new, like, you know. What do you think of Lloyd Banks? Yeah, that Lloyd Banks, that's the person I probably listen to the most as far as out of the catalog. Like he's still up there while 50 just, I don't know what, like out of, because Lloyd Banks, he dropped, that's what I'm saying, he dropped a lot of shit that I could fuck with. 50 dropped a lot of whack shit after a certain period of time, just like Jay-Z, like I said. Like he got a couple of whack albums. After the Massacre, pretty much everything dropped as far as albums. Banks, I listen to more Banks than 50 for sure. Every region got greats, but overall, New York got the best. Yeah, I believe so. And why? Because like I told somebody before, like that competitiveness, like, you gotta go stupid hard. So, well, that's how it was at a point. I can't say about now, because the drill took over, and basically it's whatever the youngins, whatever younger people want, that's what's gonna get the direction. So they like the drill more than anything. And that's like a different type of competition. Like, I can't really get down with that. Like, I don't really like the style, like the delivery. Probably it would have to be like maybe 1 out of 10, but it just sounds too much alike. Yeah, 50 Cent was on Soulja Boy ass more than albums. For sure. The GOAT rapper is the one who can impact the listener in a positive, uplifting way. Every other rapper talk gun talk. That's easy. Nas, AZ, and Pop raps make you rethink your current life situations. Yep. The rappers who could change it up, like I said, yeah. And that's why I like Lloyd Banks, because he like down to earth still. He done been places, and he could rap about whatever. But to me, the shit he rap about makes sense. Eight Mile, ATL, or Get Rich or Die Trying. Which rapper made the best movie? Well, Get Rich or Die Trying, I wouldn't say was can't even put next to 8 Mile. ATL, I ain't really like that shit. Not saying it. I feel like 8 Mile by a long shot. Dipset or D Block. Shit, D Block. I feel like Styles P alone just destroyed Dipset, man. Even though I liked Summer Cam shit before. MC Hammer, nah. Lloyd Banks write like a French rapper with a lot of vocabulary at the same time. Simple, yeah. I've heard some French raps before, not too many, but it's like they got like a gritty sound too. It's gritty too, like the New York sound. So that's why you could say that like Lloyd Banks would sound like a French rapper too. Kimani Marley, Shotters. Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies too. Can't lie, Shotters. Shotters. That's one of my favorite movies. workout earlier that was posted. It was tough. Got to try that. Yeah, those Silver Surfers. That's a whole total body workout, right? Whole total body workout right there. The Silver Surfers. Had to bring those back. That's what I'm saying. I used to do those type of core workouts a lot before I started like really going into competitions. It's really focusing on the whole fundamental shit. That's a very good ab workout right there. The other one I posted, the windshield wipers on the bar, go inside. Like windshield wipers, those is elite too. I like those. Those is instant ab workouts right there. 100 of those because of the concentration and quality you getting hit different than doing just going crazy. It's like New York gets inspired by that because it's where it's born and beats fit perfectly. French poetry. That's a fact, not 69. Do the music, they get the masses doing what they want. Drake was an actor playing a character on a wheelchair. Yeah, he ain't the only actor that turned rapper though, or a rapper that is an actor. Yeah, still vegan, still plant-based, still alkaline. This is gonna be since what, 2014, 12 years in. Yeah, all music is to influence masses, but listen to it like entertainment. Don't overthink shit. I listen mostly for workouts. Certain vibes get me into it. Yeah. Like once you know the power of it, it's up to you how you gonna use it. Once you know, because you know that it has power and it has influence. So once you know, it's up to you. Just like any other tool, it's a tool. So like he said, like 969 said, especially for the workouts, a lot of times, yeah, most times, yeah, I like to get something going on the tunes, but sometimes I could just be out listening to the birds and everything moving around in the park, all of the animals and everything moving around. Sometimes I could do that too, especially in the early morning, like at the top of the morning, when it ain't no traffic really, because this is how the city and Brooklyn, everything. So before everything, all the traffic and all the noise, is a certain period where it's a stillness and a calmness. So those times I'll just say, all right, I'm chill with the music for right now. But like on the evening or like afternoon when everything is bustling and moving, I say, all right, to kind of zone out of that, throw something on. And it ain't positive all the time, but I'm doing something positive. I'm turning something that's they want to do negative with, and I'm making it positive for them. Because like I said, it's a tool. So certain songs do get me more amped up to work out, pumped up to work out, give me the energy, but I don't feel like it. What would be your recommendation for some vegan meals? I'll give you one. I ain't gonna go too much in because y'all I got the plants and shit. One good one is either white button mushrooms or the bella mushrooms. You could cut those up, saute those with some onions, peppers like vegetables, some wild rice, and some pumpkin, as well as some watercress. And that right there, that's a well-rounded meal right there. You could eat that a lot. I could eat that a lot. I could eat that a couple days out of the week. Some wild rice and that meal I just told you. You get good gains. Mike JT said, "Am I in prison?" As we all are on this planet, sir. We're on a prison planet. Yeah, you already know the vibes now, 69. My bad, bro. Mike J. Jr., it's all good. The world is a Truman Show from the time Ronald Reagan actually became president, yeah? I feel like all of them are actors, but now we got another one that's really, the last one wasn't even there really. That was some Mission Impossible shit. Like I don't like Tom Cruise, but that's another movie that I watch too. Like James Bond and like the 007s. Like I try to keep up with the Mission Impossibles too, because I feel like they showed something. You see something in those too, even. But I hate Tom Cruise. I hate that motherfucker. But I watch the Mission Impossibles because they always be putting shits in those too. And I feel like the last president was like some Mission Impossible shit. Like not really there. It sounds strange, but the truth is stranger than fiction. Don't know about y'all, but working out free my mind for a cool minute. Yeah, that's a fact. Definitely does. Especially like I said, in times like those where some stillness and you just hear, especially if you're in the park and stuff, you got the opportunity to be out in the park. I know some people be in the gym and stuff, but I prefer the park, like I said, for those reasons. And for those reasons, that's why I don't like really talking too much when I'm working out. You think semen retention is bullshit? Well, I think it's bullshit. I'm not saying like beat off and skeet every day and do shit like that, but if you fucking, then I think the point is to bust. But as far as watching like porn and all that stupid shit, I feel like it's definitely better to stay away from that. If you're dealing with the real thing, deal with the real thing. All that other shit, like, cause that's gonna just take away from your focus. dumb you down. Yup, that's just Zensi. That's why they promote Netflix or fake gym workouts with fake supplements, because they know workouts will free your mind, finding yourself. That's a fact. They try to make fake passive with things. Yup, that's all true. 513, one mic, salute. Yup. I love outside too, man. That AC shit. It's not really good, especially when you're working out for your joints and all of that stuff. Get a much better workout outside. Bro, you know a French film called Audio? Oh, that's how I say it? Audio? Nah. Is it good? Alright, I'm gonna check it out. Movies have not been, like, new movies I feel haven't been all that lately, so I'm gonna check it out. Working out in the mountain forest is so nice. I already know. Yeah, because the air you breathe in, it's but so much they could do with that. Because the air and the springs, all of that stuff, is detoxifying everything around you. Definitely better clear workout, clear mind. When you're in a better environment. Yeah, what time we got here? Shit's already 1:21, man. We'll probably wrap this up. Got damn near a good 3 hours of some good building and shit. It's about to be 1:30 out here in New York. I don't know what time it is out there, but it's early. Like late. It's late, but early. Early morning. It's always a pleasure building with y'all gangsters, you know. No, I don't plan on living in New York forever. I'm here because it's a part of the mission right now, so that's why I'm here, because it's a part of the mission. I have to be in the belly of the beast right now. That's why I was placed here, because I'm a warrior for real, so somebody needs me here. So that's why I'm here right now. Here to do work until I'm not. So it's always a pleasure, y'all. Salute, man. Good morning, good night, wherever y'all at. Thank you, Anna. We appreciate it. The guy went back to sleep. The heat is a lot for him. So I don't walk him as hard in these days. And I pick a certain time to walk him. So thank you, and you have a blessed and beautiful morning, I guess, or I think it's morning or night. Peace to the rest of y'all in the chat. Cheers, salute. 100.